There is a reason wealth moves towards certain men as if summoned, while others exhaust their lives chasing it and never arrive. This difference is not created by intelligence, talent, or effort. Those are distractions men cling to when they do not understand the law that governs outcomes. The truth is harsher and far simpler. Fortune does not respond to desire, it responds to order. Most men violate this law unknowingly. They wake each day pursuing money as if it were external, separate, something to be hunted. They follow trends, copy strategies, and imitate success without realizing that wealth is not impressed by motion. It is impressed by authority, and authority begins internally, not externally. Before any man is trusted with power, he is tested in silence. His thoughts are examined, his habits are weighed, his discipline is measured long before reward ever appears. This is why effort without order feels like punishment. It is work performed against law instead of in alignment with it. Men demand results before readiness. They ask for abundance while living in contradiction. Their words promise ambition while their habits confess disorder. Their desires shout loudly, but their discipline whispers weakly. And the law answers not with cruelty, but with precision. It withholds increase until capacity is proven. This is why ancient wisdom speaks of kings, not laborers, when discussing wealth. A king governs before he receives. He establishes order before he expands territory. Solomon did not chase riches, he sought understanding. That single choice revealed his alignment, and wealth followed him as consequence, not pursuit. Money does not reward confusion, it rewards structure. It flows toward men whose inner world is settled, whose judgment is calm, and whose purpose is unified. Disorder attracts struggle, order attracts increase. This is not philosophy, it is observable law. Most men never discover this hierarchy because it offends impatience. They want shortcuts, not standards. They want reward without responsibility. They want power without self-command. And the law refuses all inversions. Ask yourself honestly, have you governed your thoughts, your time, and your habits as one entrusted with authority? Or are you still negotiating with yourself daily, promising change tomorrow while repeating yesterday? The uncomfortable truth is this: wealth does not answer ambition, it answers mastery. Until a man can rule himself, he will never rule resources. Until his inner kingdom is unified, the outer world remains chaotic. This is where the separation occurs. Two men of equal intelligence begin together. One disciplines his mind, his speech, and his routine. The other follows emotion, impulse, and motivation. Years later, one stands steady and powerful. The other burns out, bitter and confused, not because of luck, because of law. The law observes quietly. It watches how a man handles small responsibilities, how he reacts to inconvenience, how he spends idle hours, and how he speaks when no one applauds. These are the examinations that decide who is trusted with more. Wealth is not a reward, it is a responsibility seeking preparedness. Until this truth is accepted, effort will feel heavy and results will feel distant. But the moment order replaces chaos internally, something changes. Opportunities align, people cooperate, resistance decreases. What once required force now responds to authority. This is the first revelation. Before any man commands fortune, he must command himself. Everything else is noise. Before a man ever commands wealth, influence, or authority, there is one test he cannot bypass: discipline, not the loud kind performed for applause, but the quiet kind practiced when no reward is visible. This is where most men fail without realizing they were ever examined. An undisciplined mind is a city without walls. Every doubt enters freely. Every fear takes residence. Every distraction rules like a tyrant. Such a mind may dream of success, but it cannot hold it. Wealth does not enter unprotected territory. It requires structure, stability, and law. Discipline is not restriction, it is sovereignty. It is the ability to command thought instead of being commanded by impulse. The man who cannot control his attention cannot control his future. His energy leaks in every direction, and life mirrors that scattering perfectly. Most men believe discipline begins after success. They say, when I have money, I will become organized. This belief alone ensures they never have money. The law operates in reverse. Organization attracts increase, chaos repels it. Look closely at men who rise steadily. Their lives appear calm, almost boring from the outside. Their routines are consistent, their words are measured, their decisions are deliberate. This calm is not weakness, it is containment. Power that is not contained destroys its owner. The disciplined man does not ask, "How fast can I win?" He asks, "How well can I sustain?" This single question saves decades of collapse. History is filled with men who rose quickly and fell violently because their inner structure could not support outer success. The law tests stability before scale. It does not grant expansion to those who cannot manage compression. If inconvenience breaks you, abundance will destroy you. If criticism unbalances you, authority will corrupt you. Discipline is protection, not punishment. Observe how you react when plans fail. Do you become emotional or do you remain analytical? Observe how you spend unstructured time. Do you drift or do you direct it? These moments reveal your readiness more than ambition ever could. Discipline creates predictability, and predictability creates trust. Opportunity moves toward men who are reliable under pressure. People cooperate with those who are steady. Resources align with those who respect structure. The disciplined man understands something most never learn. Motivation is unreliable. Emotion fluctuates. Only discipline remains when feeling disappears. That is why results compound for some and reset repeatedly for others. Consider Edison. His genius was not brilliance alone, it was order. Every experiment was documented. Every failure was processed, not dramatized. His emotional state did not govern his persistence. His system did, and because his system was disciplined, invention became inevitable. Discipline turns failure into feedback instead of trauma. The undisciplined mind collapses under resistance. The disciplined mind studies it. That is why one man quits and another advances under the same conditions. This is not about forcing yourself harshly. It is about alignment. When thought, routine, and purpose agree, effort becomes light. Resistance disappears because friction ends. The law does not reward intensity. It rewards consistency. 1 hour of disciplined focus produces more than a week of scattered effort. This is how time compresses for those who understand order. Ask yourself honestly, is your life structured like a kingdom or scattered like a battlefield? Until order is established internally, wealth cannot stay. It may arrive briefly, but it will leave violently. Discipline is the gatekeeper. Without it, ambition is noise. With it, even modest effort becomes unstoppable. This is the second revelation. Discipline is not optional, it is the price of entry. There is a point where discipline alone is no longer enough. A man may be organized, hardworking, and persistent, and still feel resistance, still feel delay, still feel as though life is pushing back. This is where alignment enters and where most men unknowingly sabotage themselves. Alignment is not effort. It is agreement. Agreement between thought, word, and action. A divided man leaks power. A unified man concentrates it. The universe responds only to concentration. Most men think one way, speak another, and act in a third. They imagine success while speaking doubt. They declare confidence while acting cautiously. They demand results while behaving inconsistently. This internal contradiction cancels momentum before it ever forms. The law does not punish this, it simply refuses to cooperate. Alignment is the hidden accelerator of destiny. When thought is clear, speech is deliberate, and action is decisive, resistance collapses. Life moves faster, not because effort increased, but because friction disappeared. Look closely at men who appear lucky. They are not frantic, they are not desperate. They move with quiet certainty. Their language is controlled. Their decisions are clean. They do not argue with reality, they align with it. Words are not decoration, they are direction. Every statement you repeat becomes instruction to the subconscious. The subconscious does not debate, it obeys. When you say I can't, it builds limitation. When you say I will, it mobilizes resources. This is why careless speech is expensive. Every complaint is an order for delay. Every excuse is permission for weakness. The disciplined man guards his language because he understands its creative power. Thought designs the blueprint. Speech lays the foundation. Action builds the structure. Change the design mid-build, and collapse follows. This is why so many lives feel unstable. Men change vision daily. They speak possibility today and doubt tomorrow. Their actions hesitate while their mouths declare ambition. The structure never stabilizes. Alignment demands courage. You must stop contradicting yourself. You must stop entertaining thoughts you do not wish to become reality. You must stop speaking words that weaken your authority. The definite man does not say, I hope. He says, I decide, and the law responds accordingly. Henry Ford embodied this alignment. When told his idea was impossible, he did not debate. He affirmed. His thought was definite. His speech was command. His action followed without hesitation. Months later, reality adjusted. This is not arrogance, it is clarity. The aligned man feels calm because there is no internal conflict. Decisions are swift. Energy is conserved. Others sense this stability and respond with trust. Alignment turns chaos into direction. It transforms effort into leverage. It converts time into ally instead of enemy. Ask yourself, do your thoughts support your goals or secretly undermine them? Do your words reinforce confidence or leak doubt? Do your actions reflect conviction or hesitation? Until these three agree, power remains fragmented. This is the third revelation. Alignment is the bridge between discipline and dominance. Without it, progress stalls. With it, destiny accelerates. There is a reason some men work endlessly and remain small, while others apply less visible effort and grow beyond expectation. The difference is not hustle, it is not luck, it is understanding how increase actually works. Effort alone does not multiply results. Value does. The world does not reward strain. It rewards usefulness. Every lasting fortune in history began with service rendered so precisely that life itself was placed in debt. This is not charity, it is law. When a man gives more value than he demands, he creates imbalance, and the universe must correct imbalance through increase. Most men misunderstand this principle. They believe payment is the cause and service is the effect. The law operates in reverse. Service is the cause, payment is the consequence. This is why complaining about reward always reduces it. Complaint announces misunderstanding. The man who seeks gain without value violates law and meets resistance. The man who perfects value attracts gain effortlessly. Life always pays for improvement. Look closely at those who rise steadily. They do not ask, what can I get? They ask, what can I improve? This single question places them in alignment with increase. Every improvement compounds. Every added detail multiplies reach. Every refinement attracts cooperation. The law of increase is mathematical. When you improve a thing, you increase its usefulness. When usefulness increases, demand follows. When demand follows, compensation expands. No negotiation is required. This is why men who add value quietly become indispensable. Indispensable men rise. Replaceable men remain trapped. History confirms this relentlessly. Carnegie built wealth not by hoarding, but by organizing labor more efficiently. Ford multiplied fortune not by greed, but by improving production so the masses could benefit. Edison increased power by increasing light. In every case, service preceded scale. The man who refuses to improve his craft while demanding reward exposes his unfitness. The law does not debate this, it simply withholds expansion. Increase requires patience, but patience is not passivity, it is organized progress. The farmer who plants and tends daily is patient, not idle. He understands seasons, so must the man of ambition. Law cannot be rushed, it can only be obeyed. Most men quit before momentum forms. They sow briefly and expect harvest immediately. When results delay, they uproot their efforts and declare the law unfair. They never see that accumulation was close to breakthrough. The disciplined man persists. He improves daily even when unseen. He understands that invisible progress still counts. Law never loses record. What appears delayed is gathering weight. This is why small beginnings must be honored. To despise small responsibility is to disqualify yourself from larger trust. Infinite intelligence expands only what is respected. Gratitude preserves opportunity. Complaining diminishes it. Ask yourself, do you add value where you are, or do you wait for permission to matter? The man who waits stays small. The man who improves immediately signals readiness. Service is not submission, it is leverage. It places you above competition because it creates dependency. The world does not abandon those it depends on. When service meets order, increase becomes automatic. When service lacks system, burnout follows. When system lacks service, stagnation occurs. Both must exist together. This is the revelation most men never learn. Wealth does not respond to desire. It responds to contribution refined through discipline. This is the fourth revelation. If you want more, become more valuable. Life has never failed to reward improvement. Attracting power is not the ultimate test. Keeping it is. History is filled with men who reached abundance only to be destroyed by it. Not because wealth is dangerous, but because stewardship was absent. Fortune does not ruin men, mismanagement does. Wealth is not ownership, it is trust. The moment a man believes he owns power instead of stewarding it, decay begins. Increase amplifies character. It exposes weakness. It magnifies discipline or magnifies arrogance. There is no middle ground. This is why the law observes behavior in small matters before granting scale. A man who wastes time will waste money. A man who lies in private will corrupt power in public. A man who cannot govern emotion will be governed by circumstance. Stewardship begins with emotional control. Panic destroys judgment. Excitement blinds reason. The calm man sees clearly while others destroy opportunity through impulse. Calm is not temperament. It is discipline practiced long before crisis. Precision is the second law of stewardship. The man who lives vaguely loses specifically. Order in records reflects order in mind. Sloppiness signals unreadiness. Exactness attracts trust. Temperance follows. Many confuse indulgence with success. They mistake consumption for freedom. True power requires restraint. The man who cannot control appetite becomes servant to it. Pleasure must refresh, not rule. Gratitude anchors stewardship. Ingratitude poisons increase. The man who complains about what he has signals contempt for responsibility. The law responds by removing the burden he disrespects. Look at Solomon. His greatness was not gold, but balance. Riches never governed him because wisdom governed riches. Those who followed him sought possession without order and lost both wealth and peace. This is the test every man faces. Can you hold abundance without identity collapsing? Can you manage success without arrogance? Can you remain grounded while influence expands? Peace is proof of readiness. Stewardship means treating every resource, money, time, influence, relationships, as sacred assignment. Waste speaks louder than words. Discipline speaks louder than ambition. Those who lose fortunes always violate law first. Disorder precedes collapse, always. This is the fifth revelation. Wealth stays where stewardship lives. Everything you have heard reduces to one unavoidable truth. Life does not reward desire. It rewards alignment. Order before increase. Discipline before power. Service before reward. Stewardship before permanence. Circulation before abundance. This is the sequence no man escapes. Fortune does not respond to pleading, it responds to structure. It does not follow noise, it follows authority. It does not obey ambition, it obeys mastery. When a man governs his thoughts, his habits, his speech, and his time, something irreversible occurs. Resistance weakens, opportunities align, effort multiplies, results accelerate. The world calls this luck. It is obedience. You no longer ask when success will come. You ask whether you are living in a way that commands it. Do not chase money. Become the kind of man money follows. Do not beg for opportunity. Become so ordered that opportunity seeks you out. Do not demand results. Build the inner structure that makes results inevitable. Say this and mean it. I rule my thoughts. I discipline my habits. I honor my time. I improve what I touch. I handle increase with humility. Therefore, I am trusted with more. Live this, and time shortens its lessons. Confusion dissolves. Effort gains leverage. What others learn through decades of pain, you apply immediately through understanding. This is the difference between laborers and builders, between followers and leaders, between those who chase fortune and those fortune serves. The law has no favorites. It responds only to alignment. Obey it, and your rise will feel quiet, steady, unstoppable. This is not motivation. This is command. And once you rule yourself, everything else follows. There comes a moment in every man's life when noise stops working. He speaks, explains, defends, justifies, and nothing changes. This is not failure. This is initiation. The law is removing the crutch of explanation so authority can form. Weak men speak to be understood. Strong men speak only to command. The transition is painful because silence feels like loss before it becomes leverage. At first, silence feels empty. The man wonders if he is being ignored. He mistakes the absence of response for rejection. In reality, observation has begun. Life watches differently when a man stops broadcasting insecurity through words. Silence compresses energy, noise leaks it. This is why men who grow powerful become quieter over time. They no longer need agreement. They no longer seek validation. They have learned that explanation is negotiation, and negotiation weakens authority. The law never grants power to those who must explain themselves constantly. Explanation signals uncertainty. Certainty speaks briefly or not at all. When a man enters silence intentionally, several things occur. His thoughts sharpen, his reactions slow, his emotions stop ruling him. He begins to see patterns others miss because they are busy speaking instead of observing. Silence reveals truth. In conversation, men lie to protect image. In silence, reality speaks without distortion. You begin to notice who respects you without persuasion, who listens without benefit, who stays aligned without reward. This is separation. Many will grow uncomfortable with your quiet. They were nourished by your explanations. They fed on your emotional availability. Your silence starves their access. They will provoke you, misinterpret you, accuse you of arrogance. This is confirmation, not criticism. Silence removes parasites. The disciplined man does not rush to correct misunderstanding. He allows results to speak. Results never argue, they arrive, and conversation ends. This is where dominance matures. Not loud dominance, but gravitational dominance. People begin adjusting behavior around you without instruction. Respect appears without request. Resistance dissolves without confrontation. Silence teaches timing. The man who speaks last controls direction. The man who speaks least is listened to most. This is not manipulation, it is natural law. Observe powerful figures across history. Their words were rare, measured, deliberate. Every statement carried weight because silence framed it. When they spoke, it mattered. The undisciplined man fears silence because it exposes emptiness. The disciplined man embraces it because it multiplies substance. Ask yourself honestly, do you speak to fill space or to move reality? If words do not move reality, they are waste. Silence is not withdrawal, it is positioning. This is the sixth revelation. Silence is not weakness, it is the final refinement of authority. There is a threshold a man crosses where life no longer tests him with confusion, but with responsibility. This is the point of no return. Before it, lessons repeat. After it, consequences accelerate. The man who reaches this stage feels different internally. Calm replaces urgency. Clarity replaces desire. He no longer asks what he wants. He asks what is required. This is maturity. At this level, motivation is irrelevant. Habits run automatically. Discipline no longer feels heavy. Alignment no longer requires effort. Order has become identity. Life responds differently to such a man. Opportunities appear without pursuit. Information arrives before request. People seek his direction without demand. This is not mysticism. This is trust earned through law. The law recognizes readiness. Most men never reach this threshold because it demands permanent responsibility. No excuses, no blaming, no retreat into emotion. Everything becomes ownership. At this level, failure is information, not injury. Delay is instruction, not insult. Resistance is signal, not discouragement. The man no longer asks why things happen to him. He asks how to govern what arrives. This is leadership. Power stops feeling intoxicating because it is no longer novelty. It becomes duty. Wealth stops feeling exciting because it is now assignment. Influence stops feeding ego because it now carries consequence. This is where many self-sabotage. They crave the feeling of becoming, but not the burden of being. They want the rise, not the weight, so they unconsciously break alignment to escape responsibility. The prepared man does not. He understands that ease is the reward of obedience, not indulgence. Peace is the evidence of mastery, not avoidance. At this stage, silence becomes permanent posture, speech becomes strategic, action becomes inevitable. The man no longer announces goals, he executes systems, he no longer promises change, he embodies it, he no longer seeks recognition, recognition finds him. This is the difference between those who taste success and those who become it. Once this threshold is crossed, life stops negotiating. Increase follows order automatically. Loss follows disorder immediately. The feedback loop shortens. This is dangerous territory for the unprepared, but for the disciplined, aligned, silent man, it is freedom. You no longer chase. You select. You no longer react. You direct. You no longer hope. You decide. This is not arrogance. This is arrival. The law has finished testing. Now it cooperates. And from this point forward, everything you touch either improves or leaves. This is the final separation. This is the irreversible phase. This is where builders stand apart from dreamers. And once you are here, there is no going back. Only forward. Only upward. Only quieter. There comes a final moment when a man realizes something irreversible. No one is coming. No permission is required. No approval is needed. No validation is coming. And in that moment, weakness dies. Because power does not begin when life becomes easy. It begins when excuses are no longer tolerated. From this point forward, everything is your responsibility. Your thoughts, your habits, your silence, your standards. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now, this is where men separate permanently. Some will retreat back into noise, back into distraction, back into comfort disguised as peace. But a few will stand still, quiet, focused, unmovable. They will stop explaining, stop chasing, stop reacting. They will build. They will discipline the unseen. They will master the unglamorous. They will win long before anyone notices. And when results appear, they will not celebrate loudly. They will nod once, because they already knew. Understand this clearly. The world does not reward potential. It rewards execution. It does not follow emotion. It follows authority. From this moment on, choose to live ordered. Choose to live disciplined. Choose to live silent and precise. Not to prove anything, but because this is who you are now. Let others doubt. Let others talk. Let others underestimate. You will be busy becoming undeniable. And one day soon, without warning, without announcement, without explanation, everything will shift. They will feel it before they understand it. Because when a man finally rules himself, the world has no choice but to follow. This is not inspiration. This is instruction. And once you accept it, there is no return to the old version of you. Only elevation. Only dominance. Only silence.